And we're back. So, one of the last things we did, kind of taking a look through strategic situation here, because it's been a few days, we did take Vienna, of course, with Brusilov, which was huge. And we've got, what, 4 corps there supporting him, which are resting up. And some of them are looking good to go. Interesting enough, despite the fact we've got aviation battalions here, we can't quite see, like, how strong is that unit? I don't know. The other thing we may look at is crossing into Gyur. There's a core-sized element there. Let's see how Brusilov's doing. He's at 762 combat power. He's got plenty of units. It's the cohesion. That's what we're looking at. Some of the cohesion's a little rough on those artillery units. His supply situation's okay regarding ammunition. Okay. So one of the obvious things we need to do is we need to get this double linked, here and then double linked here. That needs to happen. And it needs to happen quickly because, like right now, if one of these guys starts coming across, they could probably take it back. Speaking of trying to take things back, Exhibit A, right there. So take a look. Its core could go. Gotta take a look at a few things around there and see what's going on exactly. Hindenburg's showing up and looking like he's gonna probably deliver a spanking there. So we may have to fall back to Königsberg. Also, we've managed to defend Volgograd, where they looked like they were about to take the fort, nearly did, and then decided to walk off. So, it wasn't completely random. We had Rennenkampf nearby and a bunch of other guys. Speaking of which, let's see how long it would take Rennenkampf to get there. 14 days. No. I think we're going to go with that. Okay, we'll shift Rennenkampf from around there, and then deal with them. Hop on our damn lines here. Denisov's able to attack. Because Ivanagrad, it's safe. They're not going to be able to take it right now. 9th Army sitting there, well stocked. Everything's looking good to go. Thanks for your attack. Still a decent number of troops around, I guess, here. And your cohesion's not the greatest, so we'll probably let you build back up that cohesion. Apparently we captured a field hospital off the Germans. Your ammunition stocks suck, but there's a whole bunch right there for you to draw on, so... So that should get fixed pretty easily. Also, I guess we captured a medium artillery unit. That's nice. Not sure what the heck to do with this field hospital. Just give it to you for now. Oh yeah, we freaking finally took Cluj, so that was nice. Let's take a look. Stuff a liaison group. So everyone's active here. So what are we gonna do? Go for Kronstadt, Hermannstadt. So we can come around here and start trying to beat them back. That is a potential option. The other obvious thing is go and stop the damn infiltrations going on here. So we got the 2 units defending here against the Bulgarians. Hopefully we're going to let them just run out some supply and then they won't be able to do anything. Checking the overall objective situation just as a reminder, things are going very well for us. In particular, we're at 1.8 million casualties. Central Power's at 5.3 million. They're down to 37 morale, so they're kind of circling the drain here. Just a few more big fights, and it'll be all over for them. Any good options? No. Aviation research or tank research? Probably do both. Yeah. Because we do have the air superiority too, because we're just completely shrekking German planes that come overhead. So we will go for that. What's our recruitment mode? That's interesting. Yeah, Serbia still can't recruit anything, but okay. Could do some heavy artillery. Oh, that's right. They attacked Skopje and lost. Well, the question is, do I counterattack or not? They're dug in. Biggest thing I think is their cohesion's bad. So we'll go on the counterattack there. You can't. You can. You can. So that'll knock out the Bulgarians there. This is the real army in question. I think he needs to go here because I just don't have so that was there in 7 days. 7 days. 7 days. We'll worry about that later. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start trying to seize that depot there. And so do I sit back or do I try to make a move right now? And then if I do try to make a move, is it these guys? 7 days. Doesn't seem so bad. 7 and 8 days. Okay. I think we just want some more cohesion with Brusilov here. Probably give him one more turn to get some cohesion back, and then he's going to be going on the attack again immediately. Check our reinforcement situation. Oh, heavy artillery. Yeah, we'll do 1. Do 1 of tank supplies. And we'll, okay, run out for now. Okay, let's take a look at the Caucasus. I mean, still defending the fort of Kars, okay. I was gonna say, if you were actually active, we were taking a fight. 4 days, it's not that strong, but of course you're not active, so that spurs that plan. Let's keep you there watching. So make the crossing there. We got 2 different corps holding that. I think that's a bit overkill. So you guys go across. Yeah. Wait. Give Brusilov 1 turn. This should get fixed. Hopefully some of these guys start activating, and we'll make the crossing there. Honestly. You need to defend. Okay. Everybody's going across there. You need to defend. Check the western front. Okay. Western Allies making some moves. They own the land around Festung, Thionville, and Festung Metz, but they have not taken the actual force themselves. They still do control Aachen. So we'll see what else they can do. And the invasion of the Italian, the Italian/Austrian Alps is just not, they're not doing anything. They haven't taken any of the forts here. Granted, a lot of good forts around here, very difficult to break. I mean, this would be the, oh yeah, no, there's no rail line connecting there, so maybe Klagenfurt is the best and just keep going. Either way, we'll see what they can do. Take the save game. Need to wrap up some of these damn infiltrating corps and whatnot. And then we'll see what happens. Alright, let's run it. So, we actually have some conscripts in the bank there, a little bit of war supply in the bank there. Money's the situation. I don't want to do the money, this turn, because we are doing 2 research techs, which should have more money next round, and that should probably be enough with all the conscripts just to get a bunch of replacement chits for our line infantry. So just because we have poured so much into Hungary, things are a little bit light over here. I think this came across this. I'm pretty sure this is a much smaller unit. I'll be very interested to see if we can take Gior here, because it is a strategic objective. It's only worth like 1 point, but still. With the Central Power Zone being at like 37. Even just taking a handful of towns, handful of good battles, and this war's over. So, I don't think we'll be able to wrap this war up in 1916, though. It would take some huge fights. And I think the Germans have exhausted themselves against Ivanagrad and Warsaw for now. But those are, I mean, some of those fights I think I got like 4 national morale off of. So get 9 more fights like that and the game would basically be over. But other than that, we're just stuck seizing small cities and carrying on the fight that way. Just hopefully taking good battles. I'm a little bit concerned though, because I can see the barbed wire entrenchment there. I can see the barbed wire entrenchment there, which means they being the Austrians, are able to entrench much heavier over here than I thought they could, because I thought they were going to be stuck to level 3 entrenchment like me, but maybe not. So that is a cause for concern. So I don't want this line, front of the line, to go static, but then ideally, hopefully these guys can come down and put pressure on the backside of Serbia. Because if we can link up with the Serbs, then we can start using the really good generals to kind of fan them out. Within, with some Russian stacks, then we've got some very good commanders running around. But then we can actually pair them with Russian artillery and things like that. So we'll see if we can make this crossing here and that into Győr. If we get the one into Győr, that's a big deal, because of course we threaten this position from the rear. And hell, we may just do an encirclement here and try to pop that position entirely. So I'm interested to see what happens there. And of course, we did the research on tanks, because we are fielding tanks, but the tanks just don't look very good right now, stats-wise. We'll see. Just because we've already made the investment, it's worth sticking with it. Okay. That was very much worth it. Killed over half their force, lost basically nothing, and probably got some national morale off of it. Yeah, their cohesion was really bad there. So it led me to do the fight. And we're getting close to coming into the rear of Serbia here. And liberate, basically sandwich. I mean, if we could just sandwich their forces in Serbia, oh, that would be fantastic. Got 2 big stacks up around Warsaw still. So we'll see what happens there. Might be a fighting. Pretty even fight. At least we did some damage. But so we had almost 3 times their force, not quite, about 2.5. Trading even casualties is a little bit surprising, but of course the Germans do have better troops than we do. Casualties there, but again, smacked them around. Okay, it cost us some casualties, but they actually had more than us. The trenches sucked. And we were crossing a river, and we still did that kind of damage. Okay, second thought, that looks like a pretty good fight for us. Because that was in Győr. Sieging the town of Győr. Losing a bunch of chits. They do way more damage than us. They never have a commander. It's a single division. It's a little embarrassing, but those guys hard. Good amount of artillery in that division, though, or, well, that corps. 2 medium artillery pieces, 2 light pieces. Still quite good, but man, 3-to-1 casualties. Well done. That's nice. I wonder it's just because the national morale of the Central Powers is so low that it's really just impacting their troops' combat ability. Now, there's Conrad von Hotzendorf. We'll see if Hindenburg tries to attack around Königsberg. He's got a lot of combat power there. Whoa. It's like next to no losses, and are those German units? Those are German units, Power 34, and they took a whole lot of losses. Nice fight there. Let's see what the national morale situation looks like. We're up to 112. Seems like it went nowhere because we're down to 111. So are they still at? They're at 39 in Central Power. So actually, they got some points somewhere, maybe in the West. Okay, Trer's being sieged. Those 2 forts are being sieged. I've got Colmar. They need to take Mulhausen. He somehow ended up in no man's land. That's cute. There's a Landstorm militia unit in there. Okay, got a bunch of reinforcements going in. Who's already there? That other little army. Aviation battalion. Okay, let's go through reports. I want to see if they're still flying some air. Support for the war decreasing. It's too bad some of those fights, it looked like they were going to give us national morale points, but... Oh my goodness. Man, shot down a lot of planes. Whew. I mean, seriously, lost 1 airplane to shoot down 25? Fantastic. Shot down 11, shot down 16, shot down 8. They do not know how to handle the air combat, it looks like. I mean, just a steady stream of wrecking planes. I mean, that's expensive to replace. The only fire is 444 right now. 434. I guess we'll put these guys on hold at all costs again. Okay, so I get to hang out there. They're beaten back across the river. First Division. Kind of looking through their experience here. Yeah, you're inactive. Well, get the cohesion back, then you 2 guys can attack together. think they're just going to keep kind of flooding across. You're here, except you don't. Well, prevents the double-linked rail line. Starting to work on that. Reserve division, a brigade. So, I'm actually going to go with a shorter episode. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to analyze this for a bit.